Do I wash my quilting fabrics before I start a project? Yes, I do. I think it's really worthwhile because if you pre-wash your fabric, you know that it's not going to shrink a huge amount on subsequent washing, i.e. when you finished your quilt. And also you'll be aware if any of the colours run, because it does sometimes happen. And it would be horrid, wouldn't it, to make a beautiful quilt and spend all that time and then find on the first wash that the colours have run. So yes, I do wash them, just in a gentle wash. I line dry them so I don't put them in the dryer, and when they are just damp I iron them and let them air and then fold them up and put them away. Now then, when new fabric comes into my house, what I do is I take it straight to the washing machine and I clip off the corner of each piece. And somebody once told me that if you did that, it stopped your fabric unraveling and fraying as you washed it. That's actually nonsense, because if the fabric is really good quality and of the type I like to use, it isn't going to fray very much. And if it's really poor quality, which actually quite a lot of quilting fabric can be, not that great, it will unravel. But the reason I do it is if I've clipped the corner off, I know that I've washed it and it hasn't accidentally got put into one of my drawers unwashed. Okay, so yes, I wash it, and yes, I iron it and fold it and put it away, but I don't starch it. I think that you only really need to starch your quilting fabric if it's very poor quality and it's really stretchy. And what I mean by poor quality is thick yarns and not many threads per inch. It's cheap to make, it fills up the kind of weaving process quickly. I much prefer tightly woven, high quality fabrics. And so they are very stable and they don't need to be starched in order to hold them kind of in shape as you are stitching them. So no, I don't starch them. I avoid poor quality fabric. And if I do need to spritz something to really crisp it up and get it nice and flat as I'm ironing it, maybe it's got a little bit too dry, something like that, I will just use water, because it isn't going to cost me anything and it's not going to leave a gummy residue either on the sole plate of my iron or kind of build up in the fabric. So my advice is, buy good quality fabric. As soon as it comes into the house, take it to the washing machine, clip the corners off, put it in a gentle wash, line dry it, don't over dry it in the dryer, iron when it's slightly damp, make sure it's nicely aired before you tuck it away in any drawers, and then you know you can start your project straight away. You're going to be safe and you don't need to quickly rush something through the washing process. If you've enjoyed that information and found it interesting, I teach a huge range of quilting classes through quiltersquestiontime.com, starting with a beginner quilters class that takes you through the entire process from start to finish, and Series 1 Quilters Question Time, the transformational series designed to transform your quilting and take your enjoyment and the results that you make to the next level. quiltersquestiontime.com.